Oh boy. Okay. All right. Here we are. Here it is. That's it. Welcome to another episode of Everything's Been Done Live. I'm your host, Dustin Klein. You can expect a lot of nonsense, chaos, incompleted thoughts, and not. Is there any other? And those three things only and nothing else. How the hell are you? I'm glad you're here. That's it. We need some script coaching. It never gets better. I think everyone is getting worse. That started off really good, though. It felt professional. I was like, wow, look at him go. He's just doing the thing. Look at the chat. You guys are fucking popping off already. Good Lord. Who do we got in here? Let's look. We got SLD, Matthew, Alex, Locus. Is it Laucus or Lucas? Tev Mullins, Paul PB, Ashley Young. Ashley, are you still in quarantine? We're dying to know. Cyclist from Finland. Holy cow. Arrow Plus. AJ. Look at this. True players all over the board. I'm so fucking stoked to see you here. You know, see you in... I see you. Do you see... Hey, we got a good episode coming up for you. You say that every time. It's true. Hey, we got a really crappy episode coming up for you. I think you're going to hate it. You probably don't want to stick around for it. This is basically, I'm kind of excited. First time I've done this in a while. Maybe ever, actually. Where Tuesday's video was the camp out before today's video. And it's a little build up, but also, you know, there's two stories there. And today we tackle a mountain. I don't know what means mountain. Is it a height designation? Whatever. We're calling it a mountain. What was it? Obstruction Point and Hurricane Ridge. We went all the way up there, and I had a concept. So I'll give you a little inside scoop here. This was a sponsored video through Competitive Cyclist. Thank you, CC. And every month they want to do a video, and I'm fucking stoked on it. They are the greatest partner to work with. Honestly, I really mean that. But, you know, the hook is I got to come up with an idea every month. So also, if you have an idea for a CC video, please, I'm all ears. But the idea I had for this week's video was I've been doing these little treasure hunts where, like, you know, companies will send me something and I just feel like I have too much stuff. So I want to give it to you guys. So I'll go out and place it around. So this is the first time I've done it in an actual YouTube video, like an actual full-length video. Full length. It might be 10 minutes long, though. That's pretty full length for Everything's Been Done. Oh, hold the phone. Stop the charts. We've got, what does it say? Spoiler alert. Neil Pook, Player Pook, coming through with a super chat donation. Little spoiler alert. That's true. This is truth. On with the spoiler alert. Thanks, Neil. So, you know, I was like, hey, let's do a little treasure hunt. So I actually ended up getting a Silka frame pump from them. I forget the model name, doesn't matter. And perfect item. It's like small enough to carry on your bike, so I stashed it on the bike right next to the other pump. So there's two pumps on the bike. And I was like, we're just going to go to the top of this crazy goddamn mountain and find a spot to stash the pump. So, spoiler alert. I mean, you guys don't know exactly where yet, but it's up there right now. Yeah, this is it. So I'm super curious. And this is in the Olympic National Forest, which is in Washington. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but I can't be everywhere. And I'm just, you know, I thought it was good that it's not just Portland. It's somewhere outside of Portland. So this actually really leans heavy for any Seattle folks that are watching the channel. Are there any, do we have any analytics on that? None of them. There's 0 people. Wow. Okay. Well, no, that's okay. I take it personal. It's fine. So if anybody from Portland wants to drive, so in the video, halfway through the video, I stash it. I show everybody where it is. And it's kind of a cool, I don't know. It's kind of a cool, like, way to interact with the videos. And then there's a catch in there that I request that whoever finds it, like, hit me up and say, hey, I found the pump. So then I can put in the comments of the video that it's been found. So it's not like, you know, if you come across that video in like a year, you're like, is this still there? Like, how do I know if this is like actually... So I assume it'll go probably this weekend would be like the the bum rush for that. Can you imagine showing up at the parking lot and seeing like another car of like roadie? I don't know. You know, you can kind of get that like, oh shit, are you going for the pump? And then it's basically a race to get to the top of the hill, which is an 8,000-foot climb. Yeah, in 20 miles. Spoiler alert. What do you mean? You're supposed to say spoiler alert beforehand? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so which is also fucking cool. You got to earn this pump. I'm just saying. Okay, enough of me rambling. Let's see what do you guys got to say in the chat here? Let's see. Kevin McGrath says, just got a cycling duffel and I'm super stoked to try it out. How did you transport all your gear? That's amazing that you say this, Kevin. I am a massive fan of the duffel bag. I love a duffel bag. I don't really have any brand alliance. I really want one of those Patagonia ones, but I don't really need one. The one I have now is chrome. It's fine. The thing that's so great about a duffel bag is you can access it from the top. It's so awesome. Opposed to like a backpack, you got to go through everything to get stuff in the bottom. Duffel bag is like, there's stuff over here, there's stuff over there. You access it in the middle. Huge fan of the duffel bag. Actually, gross overstatement, I designed so much so that I designed the bench of the camper van to work with the duffel bag. That's slightly true and slightly not true. Yeah, but you know, I knew I used a duffel. It works fucking good. You sit on that bench and it slides out right between your legs. It's fucking awesome. Well, Kevin just got me all wound up about duffel bags. I love duffel bags! And then the last 45 minutes, he just talked about duffel bags. And then every episode, he says that. Some tangent, he says for the next 45 minutes, he talks about that tangent. God, I love the hell out of you guys that tune in every week and don't get sick of my monotonous monotony. But I do know that there are new folks tuning in, and I don't know how the hell you found it or why the hell you're here, but we're glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out. You fucking rule almost as much as the True Player regulars. That's true facts. If you hang out long enough, I'll love you more too. This is a conditional relationship. I'm not lying. Okay, I gotta read the chat here, so this is annoying for live streaming, but it's the way it is. Mehmet from Turkey. Mehmet, if I pronounce anybody's name wrong, just welcome to the stream. I did a bicycle tour around 2002 from Athens, Greece to Istanbul, Turkey. And I entered Turkey from, Izmir? Maybe it was Izmir. That name's sticking out in my head. And then rode all the way up the west coast of Turkey into Istanbul. Sleeping right next to the Mediterranean, like diving in the ocean. Well, the sea. Is it what? It's still salt water. It was fucking cool. Turquoise water. Man, what a crazy trip. And I'll never forget, I got a couple funny stories from that trip. You don't want to hear any of them? Good. The first day that I got there, this is fucking hilarious. I get to the airport, I unbox my bike, which was like a 1980s Univega touring bike, heavy as hell, all secondhand everything. I bought a map at the airport. Yeah, Dr. Prepared over here. And a pack of rolling cigarettes because I thought it'd be romantic. Because, you know, nothing like bicycle touring in the hot as hell heat and smoking a cigarette. Yikes. I sit down, roll a cigarette, and I look at the map and I'm like, okay, we're going to go here. And pack all the shit up. So excited. Hop on the bike, get on the road. You know, it starts turning into freeway. They use the green overhead signs. I was like, oh, cool, this is familiar. The first sign coming over, this is in Athens. All Greek. And I was like, oh, fuck. It's all Greek. I'm not going to read any of this shit. I'm not going to know when to turn or when not to turn. Absolutely no GPS. Yeah, that. But hey, somehow, some way, we're here today. Oh, I like that. Let's screen grab that. Any rhyme is a good rhyme. And then the other funny part, that same day, riding along, it gets dark, and like I end up going through some small town, and I was like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go to this little bakery thing, and I was all jazzed. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, you know, they're like, what in the fuck are you, and what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I'm doing a bike trip. I'm going to fucking Istanbul. solo adventure, this and that. And they were like, hey, bit of advice. Don't tell anybody you're solo. Tell them you're meeting somebody somewhere. Don't say you're solo, and good luck, you crazy white fucker. And that was it. And that was the rest of my story. And I don't know if I ever told anybody else that I was solo from that point on. But yeah, that was my walkabout, my 20-year-old walkabout. What a crazy life experience there. Look at that, Brian from the Philippines. Fucking sick. Global Player Society, International Players Club. Just saying. Okay, Kevin says, helmet and shoe pockets on either side and with mesh. Yeah, once you start getting helmets and shoes, space gets real limited in a duffel bag. He's talking about the duffel bag again. Jesus Christ. Know any OMTM types in Seattle? Christopher says, I don't, but I know they're there. There was, in this video, really quickly, we met up with Nathaniel, who, perfect segue. Spoiler alert. Do you want it? You want the spoiler? Fuck it. You're getting it because that's why you're here. There was Nathaniel, Butch, and James? I forget. Sorry, buddy. But Nathaniel, he goes down in this video. I'll give you this story. He blasts. Well, first of all, I'm the slowest fucking person ever descending. So automatically a group of dudes is just like, poof. I'm like, all right, well, see you at the bottom. I just can't catch anyone. And then all of a sudden, and man, this is always the worst feeling. You're bombing down the hill and then traffic starts backing up on a road that there's not really traffic on. You're like, generally that means, yep, somebody went down. And it turns out that Nathaniel hit a baby deer going 40 miles an hour. And actually, any of the channel members, those are the players. Look at Gerald just became one who now has early access to videos. They get, I'm saying this so fucking dumb. I give early access to the channel members so that they get to see this stuff beforehand. Stay on target. He nailed the deer. He was okay, thank God. Very shaken up. You'll see in the video, his back was shredded. His jersey was shredded. And the deer, that was the most heart-wrenching thing. The deer was hopping away with a broken leg. I don't know if it was broken. It was nursing its leg, and the mom was there, and the mom was like, "Oh, let's try to go." And the deer tried to get out of the road, and it stumbled, and it was fucking hard to watch. But it made its way into the trees, and then I think it just became cougar food. I don't know what animal. I want to say, yeah, we'll say cougar. Natural selection. Yeah, woo, that was a tough one. So yeah, this shit is real, man. Also, thank you, Nathaniel, for taking that one for the team, because, whoa, God, a baby deer, too. I don't know. You think it's better to hit a baby deer or a full-on deer? Because the baby deer is just hitting your wheels. And then you're going gah. Yeah, Suko saw it. Don't want that image in my head. Although, I gotta admit, I do kind of wish I would have filmed it. If it's gonna happen, I would have filmed it. But, didn't. I'm too fucking slow. So, tangent. Yeah, okay, let's see what you guys saying here. Hey, John Doe coming through with a super chat donation. Cheers to you, John. I love that handle, too. John Doe and Lurker Jerry, no offense to everybody else, but those are probably my two favorite handles on the TubeUbes. SLD coming through with that harsh reality. Bambi is road pizza. I mean, Bambi got flattened, but I think it didn't stay on the road. Yeah, it was fucked up. Let's see. I'm going to read some of these. 1 under, tie a knot on the end, pull them tight, then loop the... I don't know what we're reading here. In the past video, you talked about laces on the gyros and how the elastic was too low. Pro tip. Is that true? Because I feel like the elastic is fine in a lot of them. I don't know. Let's see. What's your pro tip, though? I love pro tips. Pull them tight, then loop them through the loops. I'm going to read this because this doesn't make sense. Also, Fred from South Africa, player. God damn, you guys all over it. Love it. Tie a knot in the end. Oh, in the end of the string. Pull them tight. Oh, then hook them through the loops. Oh, that's a fucking cool idea. Maybe one initial tie and then pop them through. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that. Yeah, I'm impressed at how quick that focus was on the camera. You got to block the eyes, though. Okay, not impressed anymore. Okay, hey, next week I gotta do some traveling, filming some stuff up in Bellingham. We're gonna do some suspension testing and fucking cool stuff. I'm stoked for it, and I can't wait to show it to you. But so next week, I don't think I'm gonna get to do this live stream. Nobody cares. Well, that's probably true, but I wanted to inform you anyways, and give you a sneak peek on what's gonna come out next week. I finally just got my shit together, and I do a proper review of the Velo Sambas. It's kind of my first actual I was gonna do a review video. Let's review these things. So I don't know. Let me know how that goes. But I talk about these. That's Tuesday, and then Thursday, there's a video about Portland cycling culture. Every summer there's a crit at a spot called Mount Tabor. So I went there, drank beers, hung out with the friends. Suko was there, Abe was there. It's just like a fun, good time. So that's Thursday. I don't know. Why did you tell him all that? I don't know either. Anyways, all right. So I feel like that's my synopsis for what's gonna happen next week. Holy cow, the chat's blowing up here. I'm blowing it. I was way up in the stream here. Descending at speed through the forest one time, Elizabeth says. A deer shot out from the trees and jumped over my front wheel. Holy shit. Did you go down? I feel like I would freak out. Ah! Oh, fucking deer. Oh, so I had this idea. Right after Nathaniel hit the deer, when I was a kid, I remember there were these funny little whistles that cars could stick, double-sided tape, doesn't matter, that cars would put on the outside of the vehicles that would, kind of like a dog whistle for deers. Have you ever heard of these? Why not have one of those on your bike? Yes, it's a little nerdy, but it's small, it's light, and it can save your life. I don't know. Why not? It's pretty specific, but I'm just saying. Yeah, okay. And the chat here reading stuff. You guys know crashed into a reindeer. A reindeer sounds bigger than a North American deer. North American deers are deer-sized. I don't know how big they are. Maybe the head is like this. They're not massive. Elk is massive. Fucking cool. Okay. Oh, and also, I borrowed an Athos. I've been teasing it on the social medias. Also, shameless plug. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't have to. But if you like this type of crazy, that's where I feed most of the stuff in between episodes. So FYI there. So I've been teasing the Athos stuff on there. I borrowed an Athos, and I'm gonna ride it this weekend. Let me know what you want to know about that bike. I'm gonna do just my review impressions about it. So far, it's fucking awesome. I mean, that's pretty much what the review is gonna be. This thing's dialed to the fucking hills. But anything you want to know specifically, let me know. Okay, damn, you guys are popping off in the chat again. Okay, Elizabeth didn't go down, but the deer was literally inches from my face. Whoa, I wonder if you could smell the deer. That's weird. Remember those that were chrome? You guys had a side conversation. If you see a deer, there's usually another one just behind it. Ashley Young says. General rule in the UK, at least. A pal had a deer. Oh, that's the rule. I'm reading this funny. A pal had a deer whistle on his Jeep. Definitely works. See, I just don't know if because Jeeps go, I don't know, 40 miles an hour, though. You really only want it when you're descending. Maybe it's like a light. You just put it on when you got to carry it then, but maybe I'll look at the deer whistle thing. It's kind of worth looking into, right? You're taking notes for the notes. Oh, it's the wrong button. Whistler. Hey, we're live. Wait, this is live? What happens if I do... Welcome to Everything's Been Done Live. I'm Dustin Klein. I'm glad you're here. I'm just kidding. Okay. Back into the chat. David Peck, good to see you. Steve C, what's up? Steve, you're late to the party. These are Velo Sambas. I'm going to review these. Tuesday video. Talk about these. I could spoil it, but I feel like I should save something. Andre likes my deer whistle thing. I don't know. There's a side... Oh, Colossi. I thought you were saying Colnago. Someone asked about a gap on something. in the head tube. No gaps. There's a giant dent though that I either did or Willis from Deluxe did when we shipped this thing back and forth from New York. But I don't really care because it's kind of like a credibility bump. PTSD. Oh, Suko, who saw the accident, says he has PTSD with deers on fast mountain descents now. Yeah, dude, you should get the deer whistle. Amazon.com. Here, let me get the affiliate link. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Capitalist Dustin steps in here and he's like, actually, if you follow the link in the description, which is not there because I don't have that foresight. Let's see here. The Colossi. Yeah, you guys like that thing. It's scandium, which is cool. It's just like fancy aluminum. I just like that it's like it's not just aluminum. Oh man, New England have bunny apocalypse right now. Oh, like you guys have a lot of rabbits? Colossi. Okay, hit a deer in my car once at 35. Whoa, that's not that fast. Got scared. Got out to check on the deer and my car. Only damage was up to my plate and the deer was running with blood all over it. Ugh. I've heard that in Canada, they will actually, like if they kill a deer with their car, they'll just take it. Like these dumb blanket statements. But some people in Canada will do that. And then, which I think is great. Because if you're fucking killing this thing, like why not use it? Instead of let it rot on the side of the road? That's kind of a great idea. Maybe that's a new way of hunting. That's why they have those big, I think they actually call them deer barricades on the front of vehicles. Like semis have them. Oh, a semi and a deer? That would just turn into jello. Oh, wow. Kevin avoids rails to trails in the summer because of all the rabbits? Is it just too bumpy to run over them? Okay. Whistles go woo. Well, that's true. Snakes, always worry about snakes. Dude, rattlesnakes. I hit the tail and I could see them just like getting pissed. Yeah. Let's see. CycleCat says, how fast you have to pedal for that deer whistle to work? That's the question. I don't fucking know. I'm asking you. Look, I am not in any position of authority or knowledge on anything. I'm just some dude on the internet asking questions to you. The ever-present you. Ever-present what? It's started off good and it went all downhill. Super duper. Love your vid. Thank you, Alberta, Canada. Hey, Patrick's from Canada. Is that a thing there that people up there, when they hit a deer, they'll keep it? He's going to be like, well, that's some people because not everybody in Canada is the same type of people. Come on, man. All right, answer my own question. Thank you, Patrick, for stopping by. Okay, this rabbit thing from Kevin is fascinating. He says, and I quote, there are so many rabbits you end up locking up every once in a while, especially because they go out early in the morning especially because we go out early in the morning and ride a little faster when the trails are quiet. Oh, because they get full of people. Yeah, no one wants to hit anything. Fucking squirrels, those little kamikaze animals. Wait, they are animals. We're all animals. But like, I just think of those being like, it's basically like a skate rock for skate rock. What do you call those? You know, on a skateboard, you hit the tiny pebble and it fucking ejects you. It's like that for a bike. That's what a squirrel or a rabbit or a rat, if you're in New York. That's a weird story. I was in New York once and I skate stopped a rat. Alex asked, am I getting a new bike? Yes, I am actually. And I contractually can't talk about it yet. I don't think I can. Should I talk about? No, okay. We'll talk about it. You'll get sick of me talking about it soon enough. Also, too, I just realized there's this thing where, watching the clock, 5 minutes. Like with this Athos, borrowed it. Not my Athos. I would keep it, but I don't need all these bikes. Like, I just really like trying bikes. So what are some bikes that you guys would like to know about? Like, one off the top of my head is the Cervelo. Oh, I'm totally blanking on it now. That crazy, it's basically like a race gravel bike. The Cervelo SR5 or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, or even more affordable bikes. State has $1,000 gravel bike. I almost feel like it's my obligation to try that bike for any of you that is either interested in gravel or just starting off or just budget build, You just get that and you make it fancy. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. R3. Thank you. Ahoy. Did you put the suspension fork on the cutthroat yet? David asked. Good question, David. I haven't done that yet. I keep thinking about it. I don't know. I guess I'm just nervous to like lock into that. Here's a cool question. So as you know, I'm inundated with all these different bikes. I think I'm going to start to try to pay attention to this, but how long does it take to get familiar on a bike? I think it can be quantified with hours. Maybe it's around 5 hours. But then is that the same? You do 1 5-hour ride on a bike? Are you just comfortable with that bike? Or is it like a couple I don't know. I'm really curious about it. And another thing I thought of recently is I want to start letting any of my friends that ride the same size bike, really encourage them to borrow some of these bikes that I have. Like I want to see what Doug thinks about the Cutthroat. Like maybe put Doug on that bike and do a ride. Or Suko, I know we're not the same size, but Suko could ride the Cento 10, and just like it just seems interesting to see what other people's perspectives or experiences are on these bikes. Oh, that was like All right, I guess this has to end. Hey, this was a good session. Thank you. It's so much fun hanging out with you guys. Wait, I do want to see. I'll look back at this list of suggestions for stuff to test out. Oh, Rawls says a good 5 to 7 hours. I think the same. Oh, the Aspero, that's what it is. That's what I meant, actually. But I think it is the Aspero R5. I don't know. Oh, the Aspero 5. Oh, everyone's like, dude. Sorry. I'm just catching up. Okay, players, we got a solid episode coming down the line right now. This stream is going to auto-direct, and I'll see you in the live chat. We go camping with Suko, who's in the chat. We meet Abe there. Someone hits a fucking deer. I stash a treasure for you. We climb a mountain. And we take a shower at a campsite. Good Lord. All the goodness. Okay, player. What button do I push to make it end? Is it this? I don't understand. Where do I...